A man is not a high value man. Really, he ain't a man at all if he has not conquered his lust. And I'm talking about myself and any other man. I wasn't a man until I turned about 30 years old. I'm about to be 37 in a couple weeks. That's when I conquered my lust. I wasn't a man until I conquered it. I don't care about that man money. I don't care about his looks, his resources, his net worth, whatever. If he has not conquered that version of himself, all of that stuff that he got can and will be taken away when the right set of ass and titties walk by. So you as a woman thinking, well, I'm going to build with him. I'm going to maximize him. Everything that you invest in that man is going to suffer the same fate. It's going to still be at the mercy of him thinking with his penis. And a lot of dudes think having a roster is them having an abundance mindset, when in reality, no, brother, you are in bondage. That's what the world has tricked you into believing. The world has tricked you into believing a man with money can provide security, but we've seen over and over again how secure a man's money is whenever he's lustful. Don't we see a different celebrity every other week, month getting caught up in something? I hate to name names because I'm not trying to shame them, but it is what it is. Shannon Sharp, one of the most successful celebrities, football players, Hall of Famer, got a successful podcast and everything else going on, had to settle out of court for $20-something million with an OnlyFans model. Millions and millions of dollars. That woman retired the next day. We've seen multiple celebrities fumble their marriages and families. And this ain't nothing new. It goes back to Bible times. Samson and Delilah, King David and Bathsheba, Ahab and Jezebel, King Solomon, all his wives. Those were men that would be considered high value, but we saw what their lust did to them. People like to blame the woman. Oh, she was a gold digger. Oh, she wanted to trap him with a baby. I guarantee you, before that woman, whoever trapped this next celebrity or athlete or whatever, or recorded him or did whatever, could trap him or marry him for 3 or 4 months and then take everything that he ever earned, he passed up a plain Jane. He passed up a real woman who was after him because of his heart, because of his personality, because of his mindset. Why? Because she didn't lead with sex, and he was leading with lust. Matter of fact, a lot of y'all women like that, good women, are struggling with a man right now because of his unchecked lust. I talked about this yesterday. You thinking that you struggling to match that man's sex drive, when in reality, he's got you struggling to replicate his porn addiction, his hypersexuality that he developed and he wired himself to be addicted to during his single days. So before you deal with a man and think that he's so high value, he's such high quality, make sure he has definitively fought and won that battle. If you look at his life and you still see his lifestyle. He going to strip clubs. He constantly on all the IG baddies pages. He got all of these porn websites on deck. He just constantly got a rotation of women he's always with. That's not a high value, quality, safe, nothing for you to deal with. So if that kind of man looks over you, he doesn't choose you because you're just a plain Jane, you're a real lover girl. You don't lead with your body. It's not that you don't like sex. That's not your whole identity. You don't lead with that. And that man don't choose you. You should thank God. That's like getting ready to step on train tracks as a train is coming and somebody pull you off just in time for it to miss you. Thank God you didn't get chosen by a man who had not checked his lust, because he wasn't a man at all.